Welcome to the SPS Digital Learning Hour, brought to you by the Digital Learning and Assessment Department. We're coming to you today from a conference room in Central Office, bringing you the latest news in Springfield Public Schools in regards to technology, along with inspiring interviews from teachers who are using technology in the classroom. We'll also inform you the latest updates, practices, and news as it pertains to our district. Thanks for joining us today. I am your host, Mike Thomas, the Bearded Tech Ed Guy. You can find me out on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all the social media world as Bearded Tech Ed. Or you can go out to my website, beardedtechedguy.com. It has been such a great summer. I hope everybody was rested and recuperated and did lots of fun things and prepared for the school year. I know for me, we spent a lot of time doing online conferences, which were awesome, going to ISTE, which is always amazing, and just learning so much about ways that we can help you use technology well in the classroom. One of the great things about summer is that you have the opportunity to learn with a number of your colleagues from around the world. So I took part in going to ISTE, which was in Philadelphia this past year, which it was awesome. There were so many great things to learn, and ISTE can be really overwhelming that first time you go, which for me was 2 years ago. This past year, kind of knew what to expect, knew where to go, and I didn't really have to wait in lines, which was fantastic. During ISTE, there was a lot of opportunities to learn. And we're going to be sharing a lot of that learning through the blogs and even through the podcast as time goes on this year. We've got a great lineup of blog posts and podcast topics coming up. And of course, always interviewing our amazing teachers in Springfield here about what they're doing in the classroom. So if you are a teacher in Springfield and this is your first time listening, awesome. We're glad that you're here. If you're using technology in the classroom or doing something amazing with your students, I encourage you to reach out to us, and we would love the opportunity to talk with you. So that's just my pitch to get us started for this year. We've got a number of interviews already lined up, and we're also going to spend a lot of time this year delving into some really good topics, deep learning, and what technology can look like in your classroom and how it can be used authentically. As you know, that's one of the things I'm always a big proponent of is authentic technology in the classroom and what that looks like. I don't believe in using technology just because we have it, but there are so many great ways that you can use it where it's seamlessly integrated. We're going to look a lot this year at project-based learning, problem-based learning, challenge-based learning. We're also going to spend some time digging into what good PBL, that's your problem and project-based learning, looks like. We're also going to talk about gamification. We're in the blog this year. We're actually going to do something we haven't done before, which is a book study. The book that we're going to do, it'll be around March, is we're going to talk about this book called Power Up Your Classroom. It's a book all about gamification. I encourage you to read along with it when that time comes, or read it ahead of time so that you can be aware, so we can have some really good deep discussion about it. We're also going to look at using technology in ways that help all of our students. That means we're going to be spending a lot of time looking at how immersive reader can be used in the classroom at all grades, at all levels. It is one of the most amazing tools out there for ed tech, and it is really a game changer for many of our students in this district. If you are a ELL student, if you are a struggling reader, this tool is for you. There's lots of great tools, and the first few blog posts are going to be all about some of the really cool new tools like Wakelet and Flipgrid and how that can be integrated. Those can be integrated into your classroom. We're going to have some posts on the Microsoft updates, and let me tell you, they blew it away at ISTE. One of my favorite things that I saw that I'll talk about in the post when that one goes out is this presenter coach, where you as a presenter can practice your presentation and it gives you feedback. The AI on it is awesome, and the more you use it, the better it gets. That's the same for the translator. That's the same for and the closed caption, which you can also do on PowerPoints. So the more it's used, the better it gets. There's just so much stuff that we're going to talk about this year that it's very hard to get into. A couple of things that we will be talking about on here, though, that is going to be podcast specific, is all about the Ditch Summit. and the Q Summit, which are both online PDs that I took part of this summer and watched the videos and interacted with teachers from across the country and the world. And it's pretty awesome. Like the fact that there are these opportunities out there to learn about best practices and new practices from experts in their field. It's really awesome. I hope that you guys really get a lot out of it too. I'm going to try to share as much as I can. I still have my notes. I still have the notes that they provided, which I will definitely make available to all of you. Some other cool things I learned about at ISTE was Anchor and Soundtrap for podcasting, which are great tools to use with your students to do podcasting. So if you want to do something like this, or if you want them to practice their reading, or there's just so many ways that you can use them, we'll talk about that this year. And I don't know if you know this, but K and 3 in Springfield this year are not just piloting CS lessons, CS for all lessons. They have the tools, and they're going to be integrating computer science into their kindergarten and third grade classrooms, which is so exciting. We're starting the process with writing the modules for 1 and 4, and next year is 2 and 5. I encourage you to listen to the podcast that we have with Paul Foster coming out next week, where we delve deeper into what that looks like in our district and all the great things that we're doing. But ultimately, this podcast is going to be one that is a bit shorter because, again, it's the beginning of the year. People are just getting back into the swing of things, and there's just so much information to share. Unified Classroom had its updates, which is a tool that we use. Adobe Spark made updates. Microsoft made updates. In Springfield, we have a brand new help desk, which has loads of knowledge-based articles in it, which helps you figure out what you're doing. If you took part in PD this year, there is the Unified Classroom Choice Board, and then there's the Unified Classroom Choice Board path for those who are a little nervous about picking and choosing what they want to do. But we tried to make PD this year for you something that is more for you. So we made a lot of videos, we had a lot of documentation, and so we hope that you got a lot out of it. Those things will always be there. They will always be up for you to access. So we'd love to hear back from you. What did you learn this summer? What did you do this summer that helps with your teaching? Was it just a matter of I needed that break and that rest? We want to know. We also want to know, even though we started to plan out this year for podcasts and blogs, if there's anything that you really want us to discuss and talk about and that you want to learn about, but you don't have the time to do the research to learn about it, let us know so that we can do it for you and then get you at least started on the path that you're looking to do. And so we are super excited about this upcoming year and all the amazing possibilities. A couple other cool things that happened this summer. I got accepted to talk at MassQ, which is the Massachusetts version of ISTE, if you will, where it's a big tech conference where teachers and leaders all across the state and possibly New England, I'm not sure. I want to say that because it's at Gillette Stadium and well, Gillette is big and all, but I got accepted to present there, and I'm actually going to talk about what we do with this podcast and this blog and how we are helping you as teachers and helping you just be heard. So that was pretty exciting. I also found out that one of our schools is a Microsoft Spotlight school this year, so congratulations to Liberty School on that. And also, myself and a couple other teachers in the district were accepted into the Microsoft Innovate Educators Expert Program, which is pretty awesome. It means that we get access to stuff to help with bringing Microsoft to the district. And so we're very excited about that. There's just lots of great opportunities that we get to take part in, and we're super excited for what the future holds. We're going to have a great year this year. I hope that you have had a good start to your year. As you can tell, the podcasts are going out on Thursdays this year, not Tuesdays. The blog is going out on Tuesdays, not Fridays. And instead of the favorite quote Friday, I'm doing the Motivational Monday, where we're doing the quotes there. So we kind of make it more throughout the week. So we'll have content for you all week. If you don't follow me out on Twitter at BeardedTechEd, You should, because I follow a lot of people and I repost a lot of the great lessons that I've seen or tools or news that is going on across the world in education that could be pertinent to something that you are working on. So I highly encourage you to do that. I'm also on Instagram and Facebook at Bearded Tech Ed. You should be able to find me there. Our blog is posted not just on the MySPS site under the We Learned, but I also post it out on my blog too at beardedtechedguy.com. So there are lots of ways for you to interact with our content that we have. We are so excited for this school year. We hope that you are too. I'm Mike Thomas, and this is the SPS Digital Learning Hour.